to say, nah, that won't work, or nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste my time on that.
Uses themselves as a personal product.
Butchered the crap out of his head. And, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sick. All right. All right, now we're good. Who's in? Anyone in?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Oh, sorry about that.
Hold on, should I shut the light camera?
Huh?
Do we have another tripod? Yeah.
We have a tripod, yeah. But why?
So I can set it up.
No, we need that. That's why we're doing it sideways, so we're recording.
I can get my iPad.
No, I just keep it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and Ivan are here live. How many people? 3? 2?
2.
2? Yeah.
1.
Oh. What's the first question?
First question. First question is, ask each other, what sparked your passion for barbering?
What sparked my passion for barbering? I feel like it was getting my haircut. So how about you? Like for me, like me getting my haircuts when I was in high school, I went to a guy that was in a garage, and it was an outside garage at a house, and he had like a pool table, couches, and we were there from like 10 to like 1 in the morning sometimes because there'd be like 4 of us to pull up. Mm-hmm. So seeing all the friends get there and then the pool table and the vibes of it all. He even had Playboy magazines on like his counter and shit. He's smoking and shit. So that was cool, you know, and seeing him being able to have like so free of a schedule, and he was always traveling. So I feel like my first barber really influenced me.
I feel like for me, that's more of like a complicated question because like what sparked barbering for me? I don't know. I don't know if I could really put that into words.
Like the initial spark, like what was like what was like the initial sit down where you're like, I want to do this?
I mean, I want to say my first haircut, but I don't know if that really set the spark off. Like I don't know.
Because you were kind of just given haircuts.
Yeah, no, because my first haircut, like I remember doing my very, very first haircut. Like I knew how to cut. I knew the concept of cutting hair. And that's because of how I used to always watch YouTube videos and tutorials on it. Not to learn how to cut hair, but just because I always thought they were satisfying. Like just to give myself like some satisfaction, like keep going through about my day. And just like having that knowledge in the back of my head, I guess. I'm like, all right, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do this haircut with the knowledge I gained from all those YouTube videos I watched. So I remember cutting my brother's hair with some Walmart clippers, some wall clippers. And just doing that haircut, I remember one side of the head, the blend was pretty fire for my first haircut. And I was like, wow, I really did that. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I did that. Like, that's like a decent haircut. And I was just like so proud of myself. And of course, I got too ahead of myself. On the other side, I butchered the crap out of his head. And yeah, but like, I remember just looking at the pictures of my first haircut. I'm like, dang, there's no way I really did that, and I just felt really proud of myself from doing that. So I think that's the spark. It was like knowing that I was able to do that for the very first time. I think that's what really sparked.
Yeah, I feel that when I did my first haircut, that's when I knew like I really like this, and it wasn't even much of a haircut. It was with my best friend Tristan. He had like an outgrown haircut.
Yeah.
And all I did was hit it with a 4 on the sides, hit it with a 3 on the taper area, and then line them up, and then trim the top with scissors. And that was it. Like, I did not know clip over comb. I didn't know that. It wasn't even my clippers. It was with my cousin's dad that he always gave himself shaves. Like, he was bald. So, man, there probably is nut clipper, to be honest. So doing that as 17, you know, like, I really thought like, you know, I'm gonna just be a barber. Like I really like this. And my parents hated the idea of me becoming a barber. And honestly, I feel like I always thought like I could pick something on my own too when I was in high school. So I feel like that was something that I could choose and continue with and really push myself. And especially since I already had Central City clothing already made in high school, I kind of thought like as a barber I could sell stuff, you know. Like I could make my own imaging and maybe a shop, and so I already kind of thought it all out in that way, in the create or like, you know, in the entrepreneurship way.
All right. I think that's pretty much the first question
You
right
want
there.
to ask anything in the chat, or no one don't view?
And nothing yet.
No one.
No.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Am I even saving it?
Let me see if I can share it to my. No, I can't share it.
Can I check? Make sure. It's
You could save it after you end the live.
Oh, it'll ask me.
Yeah.
Post it on your story.
I can't.
No, screenshot it and then just put it on there.
I copied the link. Let me see.
Yeah, copy link, paste on your, or post the screenshot, or just take a picture of us.
Oh, I'll send a link. Oh yeah, I'll do that too. You're right there scratching your ear.
Oh, you can?
No, you're right there scratching your ear.
Oh! I didn't see you. Take it. Ready? I don't know.
I feel like I lost weight, but I don't like telling myself that because I don't want to be wrong about it.
When was the last time you jumped on the scale, really?
It's been a minute, but I don't know. I feel like my face has been a little bit slimmer. All right, now back to live. All right. So we got that down to Spark and where it all started. All right, second question. Tell me about your favorite haircut and style you like to do. No.
That's so hard. My favorite haircut, my favorite style. As of right now? Can we just say as of right now?
I guess you could do all time, I guess.
I guess my favorite haircut to do of all time, as of right, or like, I really like doing fades with texture on top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like fades, I feel like that's where my work stands out the most. Like, if someone looks at a head and like how blurry I can make it, and with perfected fade, those pop. And like that does draw attention more than I feel like that draws more attention to an eye when someone has a crazy fade compared to a scissor cut, because it's more natural, it's more chill. And I guess that's the point of having texture all over and like scissor cuts, right? To not be so as well, to look clean and not stand out as much, in a sense. Like if you go if you have something crazy, of course it's going to stand out, but you know what I mean? When people just have like layered cuts, they're scissor and just chill, it doesn't, the skin pop doesn't even, like on the fade, attracts eye attention in my opinion. So
yeah, I see that too. But when you say fades, what kind of fade? Like a high, mid fade? Because when I'm like trying to picture it, I'm thinking like a mid fade with like a textured crop. Is that what you're like trying to talk?
Yeah, like the bleach fade that we did the collab on, like that pops.
Okay, yeah.
A fade like that pops. It's a blur, and then he has a bleach on top. Or even if we did a burst fade, like the fade that the guy just had that I just did the highlights on, a burst fade with the texture all the way through, fire.
Yeah.
But I guess just in general, like not high fades, because I think the bulk is where our creativeness stands when you come to fades. When you do it so high, it makes everyone just think high and tight. When you think of high fade,
Yeah.
So I feel like when we say high fade, it throws it off. But I guess like mid fades and low fades.
I think it's just like how you picture it. Because like whenever I think of high fade, I think more of like a high drop fade, like stretched high fade. Like maybe like starts like as a mid fade, and like it's being stretched out to like a high fade, and it's it being dropped. Like kind of we did on your boy, like how it was like kind of like a mid in the back and like a high.
Yeah.
That's what I picture when I see.
But I feel like we picture that because that's what we do. Like if someone comes and asks me and you in our chair for a high fade, we're probably gonna do that, right? If someone else, like if you go to a East Side shop, or like if you ask someone that doesn't really get haircuts, they might go to All American all the time or Great Clips all the time, stuff like that. They're gonna think high fade is a high and tight military ass cut, you know,
a south side fade.
Yeah. So when I like to say like, what do you think I should have? And I think they should have our high fade.
Yeah.
I usually say a mid fade with no C cups. Like they'll be like, I like to blend this part in, you know, don't like to go too high, keep some bulk, but a nice fade that blends everything in, no lines. And you know, that's why I like to say my high fades.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I feel like currently though, my favorite haircut to do is definitely those mods. The mods and the wolf cuts and everything.
Yeah.
It feels so nice to just
But
do
with
scissor
the fade
cuts.
though, huh?
No fade, just all scissors.
Oh, okay.
Like
that's
just
currently,
my current.
Yeah, you're currently okay.
Yeah. For all time, I guess, like for me to like, I guess, show where I'm best at, express my haircuts, and like if I'm gonna really back up my work, I'm gonna say my fades in my like show like this if I had to, right? But right now, I think the scissor cuts are the funnest.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same boat with that. My favorite haircut of all time is a mid taper mod cut, I guess, like a mid taper with the mod cut. Like I guess that gives like best of both worlds from where I'm coming from. Like I like people could see the nice blends I do, as long as that nice texture that I'm also able to provide. Like I'm able to, you know, give texture and trim all that, make it look nice with the mid taper. I feel like for me of all time, that's like my favorite haircut to do. And I actually have this client too. His name is Joshua. He's still kind of new to me, and that's what kind of haircut he gets. He gets that mid taper with the that texture trim, and I don't know. I just like really like how it comes out all together. But I think right now I'm on the same boat as you. It's just gonna be like strictly like sheer work, like not honestly like any style. It's just like honestly, it's like if it's just like a sheer trim, because those type of haircuts they're not really like, yeah, they're out there, but not really out there. Like you're gonna see people with mid fades, tapers, and all that stuff, but you're not really gonna see that many people or recognize that many people with trims. So I think that's why I really like enjoying them, because it's what separates me from those other barbers and my clients from those other people that get fades and all that stuff. Yeah. So I think that's what's really trending for me right now.
They used to be my first favorite. Like when I first started and I was in that old shop, I would like really like tapers. But I grew into fades.
All right, so now next question. Okay, discuss. Trendy. Okay, what trend you're seeing in the shop right now?
Do I have any views right now?
Yeah, we have a few.
Oh, nice. Any questions?
No questions.
The most trends I'm seeing right now is probably the warrior cuts with the texture in the back, like kind of like I guess what I have. And, right? Like I stay doing those low taper on the side with bulk in the back, or I think that's the biggest trend right now.
I think when it's like asking for the trend, I think maybe like in the shop, like the whole shop itself, like the vibe of it, like I don't know, like what's really like trending like in the shop. I think maybe like away from like cutting hair.
That's a tough one. How do we say that? Like,
I think like maybe like the aesthetic of it, like the vibes and like, you know, like
I guess like a trendy, like what makes a trendy barbershop? Like I guess
in a way,
trendy,
yeah. In
like
a way.
what do you think?
Yeah.
Like not necessarily with the clients or the barbers, but to make a trending barbershop or something that's technically what's the trending vibe, I guess. So like I guess like the original or the ordinary barbershop right now would be the lights on top, dark walls, crazy flooring, the marble flooring, and toolbox stations. I guess that would be the trend right now. But what I think the most trending right now, if you look at people's view count, and look at the clientele view count instead of just barbers' point of view, I'd say the shops that are like all white and plants, the most minimal, like where they have like, you know, more minimal than what we have. Like they just have a couple plants, nothing on the walls, and a mural. That's a good example. You know how they have like a little bit of silver in there.
Yeah.
And I guess to be modern, like to look like a salon in a way, to look a very professional salon.
Yeah.
Or a hair studio.
Because I think because when you look at barbershops nowadays, they look more like garages than they do like.
Yes.
Yeah, well, especially like all those head-scan lights or whatever. Like,
yes.
Yeah. I feel like those are starting to look like more of like garages or like body workshops and all that stuff, rather than like a barbershop.
I thought that too. I always get like that barbershop feel.
Yeah.
Like that. Shops like that are cool, you know. I don't hate on them, but in a shop like that, I feel like it's such cutting hair. Right? When you're a barber working there, all you're focusing on is just haircuts. Like I don't know. Like that's what I would be thinking the whole time. I would still have that old mentality of like competition, haircutting competitions, competing with the barbershop next to you, you know. Like, all those barbershops still have that mentality. They're designed like that.
Yeah. I feel like for me, what's trending is, same thing. Like bringing life into a barbershop, because you don't really see that many shops with like plants. Because like I feel like if you were to walk into any barbershop right now, like you're gonna feel like this is dead, like just plain, you know, just bright, blinding, and mirrors all over the place. Like there's no life into it. Yeah. But like when you know, like as you were saying, like keeping it minimal and just like having like the bare minimum, or not really necessarily the bare minimum, but like having like the simplest stuff to decorate the shop is what like brings more life into it. Like something as simple as a plant, like, you know, that brings so much life into a barbershop.
I feel like number of barbers too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if you have too many barbers, it feels like a slave factory. And then when you have like a smaller number, I guess, it's more of like a chill hangout spot. You know, like it gives more like an opening to talk, opening to breathe. When you have so many people, all you hear is voices the whole time, or loud music with people talking over it, TVs on. And when you have like a minimal spot, like you'll have Alan talking way over there across the room, talking to my client. Like, you know, when have you been in a barbershop full of people and they're doing that? You know, you kind of can't, because there's so many people. It'd get quiet and two people would be yelling over each other. Yeah. Really have a conversation without yelling. So I like that too. I feel like that gives the environment and the opportunity to get closer with your clients and your barber.
Yeah, but not only that, like when barbers spin the chair to where the clients are literally like just facing each other, and just that little awkward moment of like just like, you know, like getting a haircut
and shit.
Yeah. I think that's what kind of kills a barbershop too, and yeah, you know, having the spaces like kind of does help it around. Like you and Brian, like I think it's cool because, you know, it's not like too loud, and like, you know, you guys are like good buddies and all that. You know, you guys are not like talking about crazy topics or whatever. Like, you know, you guys keep it chill, you guys keep it cool, family friendly, to where everybody can engage into that conversation of yours. I think that's what is kind of cool about this shop too.
And it's nice too, like when you do work with someone, like you don't feel overstimulated or overbundled, you know, and you could work together. Like me and Brian could film each other at any point without really wasting time. I could be like, hey, take this little clip really quick. Yeah. You know, and it's only going to take 10 seconds. So that helps. And when he's having a good day, it's going to make me have a good day, you know. He's going to be talking, he's going to be up. So when you have someone working next to you that you could vibe off of and feed off each other's energy and help each other, and still, like me and Brian, every day we tell each other a new idea. Either if one of us don't like it or not, we still tell each other and listen to it, you know? Yeah. Take it all in. So it's nice when you have someone else that wants to grow, down to grow. And when you say you're down to grow, they're not shooting it down, you know? both of us look at each other proudly, you know, not like jealous.
Yeah.
At all. So
Yeah.
That's really important when you have someone next to you. And it's really good.
All right. Next question. Okay. Discuss a favorite success story or a client transformation. So like I think success story, like meaning like anything successful you've done, like barber related, or like anything in a shop, or like how you took your trip to Statement, or just like a client transformation, like maybe you helped out a client, like maybe get a job or something, or a date or whatever.
You know, when I moved to this shop, I should really that was my self motivator. Like when that it really opened up. Like I was honestly getting down to the point where like, damn, why the fuck do I have a shop? Like why don't I just go open a studio? Like if it's really this annoying, why don't me and Brian just go open up a 2-chair? Or turn this into a 2-chair and just completely rearrange it. And then I was like, okay, or I really take another leap and try to create a team and only try to hire people and be strict with it, even if it costs me more and I have to stress more, fuck it. But that was like the big motivator when I like did my artwork. I was in here. I probably did like 400 hours in that 1 month of being in that shop and then come doing the same amount of hours in this shop. I was literally in that shop from 7 in the morning some days and stop at 5, come here at 5 and be here until 1 or 2 in the morning. One time I was in here from like just in here 8 in the morning all the way until 6 in the morning. I got home, took a shower, fell asleep, woke up at 7:30, met my dad at Lowe's at 8, and then came and did our grand opening. And to show that, like, to say that I could put that much work in from all those haircuts that I've had in the past to be able to make myself that, you know, and throw all that money and all that investment, like that was like the biggest transformation for me.
So to summarize for everybody who are just catching up, it's just moving from your old shop to this shop, which would really like, I guess, relit that fire.
Yeah, that was like the best transformation feeling I had, because that's a big transformation from going into having brick walls, the toolboxes, and you know, like
it was a smaller shop too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was way smaller, from 4-chair to 7-chair, and then how I actually wanted it, instead of going and getting like, oh, that'll look cool, and then kind of like $5 this, $5 that. Yeah. Now I actually like picked out what I want and got it all on 1 week or 1 month, you know, all planned, and it's like my actual creativity and my imagination came to life finally. Yeah. Like there, it was like, like I should change this. I should change this. Here, I feel like, oh hell yeah, I could just add a little bit of this there, add a little bit of this there, and then, or if not, you know, like I'm like happy with what it is. Yeah. I wasn't settled and happy with what I would have had.
Yeah, I feel like for me, it was like very similar to your situation. Like it'll be from when I used to work at my old barbershop and when I came here, like at my old shop, it would be like really, really like solo. Like everybody was really, really solo. Like, yeah, you know, we would talk, we engage with each other, you know, all that stuff. But we just felt like, or at least for me, I felt like I was like really like alone in my career. Like I felt like it was really like against me like taking on this career by myself. Like I really had like, I felt as if I had like no one right there like to really like help me or like support me and like or to push me to do things that I wanted to do. And when I came here, I feel like you're like always like down to do stuff. I'm like, dang, like, you know, he's actually like pushing me to do something. Like honestly with this live right here, like I'm like, all right, you know, let's do it. But, you know, just talking.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. You were like, what should we do? Like, we have nothing to do. We need to be productive. We're sitting here like, should we go live? Give each other a little interview, you know?
Like, you know, like I said that, but I said that like in a way, like hoping that you would say no or like not be down with it. But then like you said it and like, you said, yeah, I'm like, all right, you know, like that's a good thing. He said, yeah, because now I have to go through with it. Like, I'm not going to back down. I'm like, nah, you know, I'm not going to do that. But like, you know, like, I feel like that's why I deal with.
What? Are we in? Are we good?
I think we're good. Oh no, I said pause.
Nope. Is it still?
No, we're good.
We're back on. We're back on.
All right.
Probably because we're not using the app. My ass, like,
I don't know.
what? How
Maybe
are we using that?
Oh, I guess you gotta touch it or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, as I was saying, like when I mentioned this live to you, going live, I didn't really want to go through with it, but you're like, all right, let's do it. So I'm like, dang man, I guess I can't back down now. Like, I guess I'm gonna go through with it, And I feel like those are the personal battles I went through, like taking on this career, and especially with me feeling like solo at the other shop, it was like really like self-punishing. I would like really like punish myself and like going through that because like I didn't really get to experience the outcome of what if I did do that. What if I did go through with this? Like what would that lead me to?
Yeah.
Compared to this, like now that I'm doing it for like my very first time, like it feels easy. Like I'm like, all right, I'll be down to do this again. Like, and that all started from moving shops. Because when I got my license, I'm like, all right, I got my license. I could go expand my wings and go check out other shops. And I really saw this one. I really liked the vibe of it. I really liked almost everything about it. The plans, the life, and how spacious it was. So I'm like, all right, I'll go check that one out and see where I'll go from there. And I really like it. I feel like it was like one of the best decisions I made in my life for barbering with my career. But yeah. Okay. What is the biggest business challenge you have had and how you overcame it?
The biggest challenge I had. Honestly, the biggest challenge I ever had was having barbers that I didn't want. Like I wanted them at first, of course. And then after a while, it's like, damn, like I'm honestly like at a point where I was low-key being used. I was, it wasn't lining up what I wanted, and what they were doing weren't lining up whatsoever. And it wasn't even anything really hard to ask for it. And it was just a lot of like complaining, a lot of what if, maybe this, maybe that, and then, or if I had an idea, it was never, okay, let's do it. No, it was always like I had to provide it, and if I'm not providing it, I'm not going to get shit out of it, right? So, or they're not going to do anything with it. And it's like one of those things where you could hand someone food, but it's their choice to eat, or you might hand them a fishing pole, but are they going to go catch a fish with it? So it was a lot of that. And then like if I did this, I should have done that. And it just sucked always hearing the negativity, seeing the negativity, not even trusting the person and this and that. So that sucked, and getting like to the point where I had to get rid of them or they had to really sit there and do what I asked. And if they didn't, they had to go.
Yeah.
So like, that was like a problem that like I was scared to do. And then when I did it, it was such a relief.
Yeah.
And like, like it really helped. And now like that I got the thought of doing that, now I'm not necessarily scared to do it again. Like I'm not saying that, but like scared to put my foot down to someone. Like that really showed me like if I just put my foot down a long time ago, it would have never came to this. And because I was always so nice and so loose and lenient, like I let things build up and build up. So when I like would be like, hey, can you do this? And then they're like, why? You never said anything, but like, well, that actually pissed me off the last 10 months that you're doing this, or the last 5 months you're doing this. It's been pissing me off. So please fucking do this. And then they're like, all right, fuck. And then they complain about it,
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? So, stuff like that, and you being nice and, on the certain topics, I really needed to learn that. And that was like a struggle. Like I needed to stop being so nice and more bossy and more, like in a certain way.
Yeah, it's like one of those situations where you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations.
Yeah. And if that person's not doing it, don't help them. Like just keep them, like keep everyone at equal that comes in. It's all like really the only struggle that I have. So to sum everything up, the biggest struggle is literally just the business side and management and owning the shop with employees. Like I don't consider you guys employees. You guys are basically tenants, but at the end of the day, like if I say like, hey, your station looks like shit, you need to clean it,
Yeah.
or you're slacking, you lost 10 clients this week, and you've been coming in late to every client. You're not doing good. You gotta like, I can't have someone in here that's a 3-star barber and a 5-star barbershop.
Yeah.
So as a boss, to realize when to step in, how to step in, that's really hard and big, especially when I didn't have any role model to get me there. Like I had no barbershop that I worked for. I came from straight college to this, so I had no way to like learn off of. It was literally just me and learning off trial and error at age 20 to 23. So
I feel like for me, that's like more, I guess it's not really a business challenge. Like, I think it's more of a personal challenge that bleeds into my business. I think it's more of like a discipline issue with me, and like more of like lying to myself. And I feel like those are still some issues that I go through to this day, that I try to remind myself to not do that. And what I mean by that is like, it could be something as small as, all right, I'm gonna wake up at 9 a.m. and I'm gonna go ahead and shower and get to work and make sure that I'm there by like 10:30, whatever.
yeah,
And then the next day comes, I wake up at 10:30 and I'm like, all right, I'm just hitting snooze on our alarm. Like, I feel like I really take those things personal. Like, like I'm like lying to myself and it's becoming a habit. And I feel like that's something I'm going through, not necessarily a lot today, but it's something I am catching on to like now and then. Or yeah, compare like from now to then. Like, before it used to be like a much bigger issue where like I'm like, all right, like whatever, like I don't really care. Like I'm lying to myself, and it's not really a big deal. Like, who cares? Until I realized, like, dang, that's really affecting like my barber business output. Like I'm not really like seeing that many results or whatever. And that's my fault because I keep lying to myself, and that bleeds into like my business. And like, let's say like, all right, I'm gonna go. It could be another example is posting. Like, let's say I'll like, all right, I'm gonna post this video today. I'm gonna edit 3 videos today. I'm gonna record. I tell myself that, but I won't live up to it. I won't do the action. Like, it's just pretty much all talk, and that's still something that I am going through to this day. But I am working on it, and I have made improvement on it. So it's still like I guess like in the process struggle, I guess. Like, I'm still doing improvements on it, but there's a lot more improvements I do need to do as well. So I feel like that's something I'm going through, like my biggest struggle and challenge I'm facing. And the way I'm fixing that struggle is realizing it. Like, once I realize it, I'm like, all right, that's like that's a start. I'm realizing it. And then now I feel like the second part of that solution is taking action and just cutting off that bad habit. I feel like that's what I'm still working on to this day. And I feel like that's the challenge I'm going through.
Yeah, that's a big struggle for a lot of people, like it's a lot easier to say what you want and what you dream of than to actually go succeed it.
Yeah.
Like, so many people and barbers, like you've probably seen it too, or in the college, when I was in college, everyone was just like, oh, I'm gonna be a hitter and post pictures and go viral, or like I'm gonna just have people stacked up, 10 people a day just because I learned how to cut hair. It's like, it's a lot more than that. You know, it's so much more. So much that you have to learn, that just not cutting hair. You could honestly suck and be a mediocre ass barber, but because you have a mouth and you could go network the way you should, you could get stacked out. It's not about cutting hair. It's not about location either. And a lot of people do say that, like, I'm gonna go open this shop and be the best shop in the town and with this, but they don't even have
and it's
not
not
a license sometimes,
And sometimes it's not even like that big either. It could be something as small as like my issues, like like waking up at a certain time and not. or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
saying I'm gonna edit 3 videos and only edit 1, or
Yeah.
like, you know, like.
Telling people that you wake up every day at 8, but really you wake up at 10 or 11.
But
and,
more importantly, telling yourself that too. Like,
yeah.
that's a bad habit that is really like, you know, it could really kill your business and like
Yeah.
your that fire inside you. It could really kill that, and I've experienced it too. But I am still working on to improve that. I have made improvements on it, but it's more of like executing it, you know? Yeah. I feel like that's what my challenge is. Okay, and pretty much to wrap this up is a final question to the viewers to get the styles they're curious about, and if they have any questions for both of us. So pretty much like, I don't know, like a style that the clients.
If there's any style that you've been maybe thinking that, what if I look good with this? Or maybe like, if you've seen it that we've been posting and you're like, what really it makes this haircut maybe? Or just ask a name that you heard of, that maybe a wolf cut, Caesar cut, mod cut. You've heard these names, but you're like, in my head, like, what is this? You can't picture it.
Yeah.
Say these and we'll describe the haircut right now.
But not only that too, like if, let's say, you're like, dang, like what if this haircut doesn't fit me or whatever? Like, we'll like, just like maybe like text us like, oh, have you ever done this haircut? Like, we could like maybe like advertise it more, like we could post it more, or like take more videos of that so that we could like send it to you guys that are asking of it.
Yeah,
like,
put it in the comment right now and we'll click on your page.
Yeah.
If you don't know what would look good on you,
Yeah.
we'll go look at your shit right now.
Yeah. We'll look.
We'll judge the shit out of you
It
right
all
now.
comes down to head shape and hair texture that you guys have. Like, you know, like you're not gonna want a crop if you have a round face, because then you're gonna look like a ball. Like your whole head's gonna look like a ball. How like the crop is like naturally like more of like a round hairstyle, and if you have a round face, it's gonna make you look like a head, like a giant ball.
Yeah.
So maybe like, you know, like, because I'm pretty sure we are gonna post this. You think what platform you think?
YouTube and
YouTube,
Instagram,
yeah.
probably on the shop page.
So we are gonna post this. So maybe from there, because I know right now we don't have that many viewers, but
in the comments of the video they can see it, and then we're gonna come out with more videos.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much what hairstyles are you guys invest into and want to see if they'll work out for you. Just comment down whenever you do post this. And if you do have any questions for both of us, you can as well like DM us either personally or just comment down below as well. But
I have a question though, like for us to talk about, you know, before we actually wrap it up, because we barely got viewers. The whole first question and a half, first 2 questions, had no viewers. So, what do you think makes a modern barber? A successful modern barber, and being successful, I think, being making over 6 figures a year, and without sleeving in the barbershop. So being able to charge a good amount and also be comfortable, and you know, what do you think?
I feel like for my answer, to answer that question, I think it's really a personal answer. And I'm really like, and I truly think it's the main answer too. I think it's being open-minded. Because I met so many barbers who are closed-minded, where they don't think that other people's plans or like ideas won't work. Like they're just so quick to say, nah, that won't work, or nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste my time on that. And I feel like that, like why, like, you know, you could expand so much more if you just open your mind a little bit more, be more open-minded, and don't decline every opportunity that's right there. Because I feel like it's really important to run your personal business as a barber, is being open-minded. Because I don't know how you're gonna get anywhere being closed-minded. Like, that's just my personal answer, honestly. I don't know where do you come from that?
That's a really good one. I actually really like that one. But in my eyes, I guess modern barber. Dang, I had a really good word for this and I just lost it. Someone that uses themselves as a personal product. Like if I wanted to be a salesman and sell one individual item, I would blast that everywhere, right? Myself is a service provider, which is a like basically an item. So I'm gonna use that and post it as who I am, not what I am. Like, yeah, I'm a barber, but who I am as Carter Dees is a shop owner. I have friends. I have a wife. I have a life outside of cutting hair. I travel, and using all of these and going out and not just being in my bubble of a barbershop, I've gained way more clients and doing that way, and gained way more followers doing that way than just posting my haircuts. Honestly, probably 60% of my followers probably come just from being who I am and talking to people. And you don't have to be thousands of followers to be a successful barber. And a lot of people think that, like, oh, that guy has 100,000 followers, that's why he's so popular. No, I know many barbers that only have 5,000 followers or less. Me myself, I didn't have 1,000 followers before you came here, and I was still doing over 2,000 appointments a year. That shows using social media isn't just for that number. Using that social media is to advertise. And when I was going out and giving people my social media, it was to show them my portfolio. Not because, oh, follow me and watch my videos. No. Follow me now. You haven't seen my work, so now you can. You can go scroll, and then you're going to see that I'm a cool guy and not some barber that just literally just cuts hair. Yeah, because a lot of people don't give a shit that you cut hair. I could go somewhere, and if I'm just sitting there talking about, oh yeah, I'm a badass barber and this and that, they're not going to come sit in my chair. I'm going to get them to sit in my chair because I connect with them. So say if I don't know you and you fish and you have a fishing hat and I go and have a conversation about fishing and it leads like a 40-minute conversation and we've just been talking about fishing, and then all of a sudden like, hey, what do you do? And then they're like, oh wow, this, that, what do you do? I'm a barber. I own my own barbershop, this and that. I've been cutting this long. Like, wow, like that's really cool. Like I'd be down to get a haircut from you. You're a really cool guy. I had a cool conversation with you. They don't, I don't even have to show them my work. That happens way more than like, oh yeah, I get down like this. Like I think that makes a modern barber, using your lifestyle as an advantage to gain clients and gain followers, and using yourself as an advertisement. So if you like how you get promotions through what were those companies? What was the last one that hit you up?
It was Black Mask, I believe.
Okay, Black Mask hits you up to advertise that, right? Because you have followers and you're using yourself and talking, your voice and your vibe, whatever background you're using, that gains you followers. Not just because, oh, look at this fucking fire ass product. I'll look at people saying that all day and not buy one single thing. But if they give me a good story and a good vibe, I'll buy from them just because they put a smile on my face. You get me? So I think that really makes a modern barber shaped, into our modern society. There's so many people and so many barbershops every corner. There's more barbershops than Taco Bell, Starbucks, McDonald's, fucking whack Donald's, bro.
And they have their money up too. It's crazy too, how they sell such a crap product and they're able to push millions of revenue. From such a, because there's no way that people still go to McDonald's when you have like places like In-N-Out and stuff like that. It all comes down to like advertising and stuff, like they've been around for so long and they push through like different ads and commercials and stuff. So
I really think like how you said open-minded too, being open-minded with learning more about cutting. Like stop thinking that just because you could do this haircut is you're doing it right. Like if you are 100% self-taught and never watched anyone as an upgraded barber that's been cutting for at least 2-3 years and knows how to do fades, knows how to do somewhat texture cuts. If you go look at more barbers cutting, you learn so much more with being an experienced barber. Like when I wasn't knowing anything and I'd watch people say things and grab hair and cut it, that's literally all I saw. And I'm like, oh, what are they doing different? Now that I've been doing so many haircuts and I see what I do and I see someone else do something different, I could spot that out immediately. And then I'll be like, there was my problem that I was doing wrong. And then that really helped me, like with me watching so many more barbers instead of being so close-minded that I was really close-minded in my old shop. Like I thought like I was going to be good as fuck off doing what I did, and I wasn't really watching videos, and I was like, I don't need that. Like look how many clients I'm gaining. But now that I'm actually learning more, is that I'm getting more clients and more fun, and I'm like enjoying my job way more. And a lot of barbers, they just learn clippers, learn the basic scissors, and then they're gassed. They do the haircuts all day, then they get gassed out. Go do something else, or they just hate life for 50 years, stop cutting when they're 65, and then they have carpal tunnel, and then they're broke.
It's more like if they don't have nothing going for them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they just have like a limit to like where
you peak.
Yeah.
If you stop learning and stop pushing, you peak.
It's like what's the point of barbering then? Go on to like a different career.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
And especially when you realize that someone that could get out of barber college could pass you up at an instant. You know, like how many barbers could literally just go to barber college? That one kid that's from a different country, it's like 15, 16. He just did a barber expo where he had people watching him on stage. He was only 16.
That's crazy.
It's like, dude, what? Like, you know, it's like, and he doesn't have thousands of followers. He's at 5, but you know, like, it shows.
You know, I do have a question. You're talking about like I guess having like some sort of relationship with your clients. It's a small question.
Yeah.
Do you think it's important to post like your personal life in your barber page, or do you think you should completely keep that out?
I think 100% one page. Why have like I said, why have just, oh, I'm a barber, my haircuts are cool, this and that. Like, how many barber pages do you see that don't make it? They only have 500 followers, 300 followers. And then they go to their main and they got 1,000.
Yeah.
It's like, if you just did both, you'd probably be at 2,000 followers right now. You're double. And it gives you more content.
Yeah.
Like, the number one thing about posting is being seen. Every time someone goes on their phone, you should be seen, right?
Yeah.
You should be seen on top of the stories. You should be seen on their reels. You should be seen on the posts. Whatever they go on the social media platform that you're posting on, you should be seen. So if you're not being seen because you're only posting 3 haircuts a week and then on one page, and then you're trying to post a whole other page, why not just do both so you have content to constantly be building? Like, how many times would we post of just us walking downtown and shit? It's like, I got more views on that than the last 5 fucking haircut videos that I edited. I sat there time and put like all this time into editing this video for no views. And then I post 5 pictures that we took, put a stupid caption that AI made me, and I got 2,000 views. Way more likes. So that really, like, I think showing yourself on social media as a you will be better. And being that modern barber that's open-minded, that's influencing. You know, how many kids do we get in high school that we really influence, and then they like dress like us a little bit, act like us, maybe get the same haircuts. They maybe like they want to be a business owner or something because of us or something, you know? We influence people. So using that, like Sam Rascals, he's a fucking influencer. He has probably way more non-barbers following him than barbers.
Yeah.
And that's a tactic too, you know, like if you're just trying to get followers and sell things, like when we have products, how much easier is it going to be to sell one product at a time to a client that thinks our haircuts are fire, and that we use it on ourselves daily and we look good on a daily? They're going to buy it from way more than if we just hit up a bunch of barbers and be like, hey, you down to buy one or maybe buy 10?
Yeah.
You know, so you could try it on your clients.
Yeah.
No, they're going to be doing the shit that they've been using for a minute, right? So using both of those to our advantage to gain people using tutorials and gain people because they think we look good, and showing our haircuts to their client or their barbers, you know, I think that's the best way to really advertise yourself as a self item, as a business ownership as self that, you know, advertises on a daily. I think you should be posting both on one account. Unless you own a barbershop, you know, like I have a course, you know, I'm not going to post all my barbers videos on a Carter D's account. And that's the thing, you know, you got to look at, am I a barbershop only, or am I both? Or am I just going to be my own and have a studio?
Yeah.
Because you might as well just be one. If I only had one chair in a studio, I'm not going to go make a studio shop. It's just me. It's kind of pointless, right? I'm just going to own myself, and then I own my studio.
Yeah.
And then sell everything through me. It'd be kind of pointless.
Okay. Yeah, I was just asking because I got mixed reviews on that, so I
Yeah,
wasn't too sure.
I noticed a lot more new barbers think I should have a barber page. And then if you look at like a lot of barbers that's been in it for a while, they just have one account, and they have so many more followers.
Yeah.
But like when I have the product coming out, I'm gonna have Urban Edge
As his own page.
as its own.
Yeah.
But that's when we get into items. You know, like I'm an item. I'm a barber / influencer / content creator.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be putting that. And then that one item, I'm gonna need people seeing all. You know.
Yeah.
Need people to go and see a whole other catalog. It's like having a website too on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, because gotta go with the trends, and Instagram is trending right now.
Yeah, like on the merch, I haven't dropped a website for the merch because all the merch sales come from us being barbers and in the barbershop.
Yeah.
So I never thought of like, if I make a merch website, it's going to have to say Central City Clothing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Central City Barbershop Clothing.
Yeah.
It would have to be its whole separate thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have anything mixed with barbershop except for like if we're advertising videos of us wearing it, cutting.
Yeah.
But no one would even think, oh, that barbershop owns the merch. They would just think, oh, this barbershop is repping the merch. They're posting a video. And sometimes that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that. That's pretty much all I got, though.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No, I don't. No, I feel like that was cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any viewers right now?
I got one, actually. He's been staying loyal. Blue Serbius.
Oh, Blue?
Yeah.
My boy Johnny? Gee, my boy Johnny?
Student of War.
Yeah, that's my boy with the razor tattoo that came to our event. He doesn't cut hair, but he has before. Yeah, he came to our bleaching event.
He's been holding it down.
That's right, Johnny. Thank you, bro.
He's been holding it down.
That's fire.
Got end it.
Yeah. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you, bro.